he dies. So today I wanted to do a morning routine, and since it's summer I decided to do my summer morning routine. Wow, what a surprise. Awesome. So anyways, peace out. If you want to continue watching, then you can see. Alright, bye. So my first alarm usually rings at about 6:15, and I'll turn that one off. However, I do usually have another about 15 alarms that go off. So I'll finally actually get up usually around 6:30, 6:40-ish. And I will then just sit up and sit there staring into space for about 5 to 10 minutes and just yawn a sufficient amount, which you can see me doing here. Those are all real yawns, in case you were wondering. And I will sit there dreading the day and staring outside my window. So once I'm done with that, I will get out of bed and get out of my pajamas and into my clothes I'm wearing that day. Today I just wore a gray top with some black shorts since it was going to be pretty hot, and I matched that with a choker. Not really an amazing outfit, but hey. So once I'm done with that, I'll walk into the bathroom and I will put on my bathrobe. And this is a bit of a routine I do. And I'll just put on this bathrobe that actually has pink and white hearts. Yes, that's true. No hate, man. It's like 3 years old, but it's super comfy and it's super warm, so I do that. Once I'm finished with that, I'll just walk into the kitchen, and the first thing I will do in the kitchen is always turn on the water cooker. Since every morning I do have my tea, and I'll just let that boil there for a minute, and I'll do my breakfast in the meantime. So for this day, I actually had prepared some overnight oats with some chia seeds, and I just got that out of the fridge and basically put that into a bowl. So obviously it doesn't really look that amazingly appetizing, but I'll have a bunch of different oats usually in the morning, matched with some fruits and sometimes granola and yogurt. And today, as said, I just had some chia seed oatmeal, and I will then grab some fruit that I have laying around the house. Today we had an overly ripe banana that was slightly brown already, and I thought I'd use it before it goes totally bad. And I will just cut that up, and I'll use about half usually. So I tend to actually start by cutting my banana through the middle because it gives smaller chunks, which is always really good since I prefer these smaller chunks, and I'll just start slicing that and putting that into the bowl. So I will do that, and then once I have put all the banana into the bowl, I tend to grab a second fruit, and we usually have apples laying around the house, so I took an apple today as well, and I will slice this apple up as well, and I slice my apples up into cubes rather than slices since I think it's just a nice shape to eat. And I just did that, so I had a bunch of little apple slices here that I just dumped into the bowl. And then, I'm saying a lot of ands, my apologies about that. So once I have finished slicing my beautiful apple, I will always dump on cinnamon, because I love cinnamon, and yes, I did dump on a lot of cinnamon because I eat a lot of cinnamon all the time. Then I will grab a cup to put my tea in and pick my tea for the day. I usually switch between Earl Grey, Red Bush, and peppermint, which I was actually drinking today. And I will take my cup to the water, and I'll put in about half boiled water that's hot and half cold water so that it's not too hot to drink, and I don't need to wait about 20 minutes for it to cool off since I don't really have that time. Once I'm done with that, I will then just grab my food, which you can see here, which actually looks kind of decent. I mean, considering the little time I had. But I'll just go to the table then, and I will eat that. So, by starting, I just ruin my food. Yes, that's mashing the stuff up. And I promise the food tastes a lot better than how it looks, because it kind of looks a bit strange. I understand that. But I will then just spend probably 5 or 10 minutes just eating this food, and I'll be sipping my tea and staring out the window. I don't really look on my phone while I eat breakfast usually, unlike most people, and I prefer to just look out the window and have a nice silent start to the day. Once I'm finished with my breakfast, which I'm usually finished with first, I will finish my tea. So once I'm finished with my tea then though, I will head over into the bathroom where I will begin by putting up my hair. And I just usually put it into a bun to keep it out of my face while I wash my face and brush my teeth. And so I'll just bind that into a bun with hair ties that I usually have around my wrist. And after I put them into a bun, I usually put on this little hoop thing to keep the little baby hairs out of my face as well. And then as said, I'll wash my face. And today I just used some Visibly Clear Neutrogena, which I do basically every morning. And this is the grapefruit one. I will just massage that into my face for 1 or 2 minutes. I try to get off all the gunk from the day before or any makeup I was wearing, which usually I don't really wear a lot of. So I'll just do that for about a minute, and afterwards I will then just rinse my face with absolutely cold water. And I will try and get off everything as fast as possible. I like doing it with cold water because personally it refreshes my face and I feel really nice and awake after that. However, I know a lot of people don't like it. So I'll pat off my face, and my face looks a bit red because of the cold water now. But I will just dry my face so that I don't have dripping stuff going onto my clothes. So after doing that, I will just brush my teeth and I'll just chill there for 2 minutes to 3 minutes, staring into the mirror, looking at how weird it is to brush my teeth, and also occasionally staring out of the window. So after I'm done with that, I will just take some Listerine mouthwash, and this one was actually new, so I had to open the packaging first. And I will just take about a capful because that's about how much you need, and just rinse my mouth with that, I guess. I don't know, ignore the ugly face, because what can you do with mouthwash, right? So, I'll take off the hoop next, and I will open my hair and just brush it and figure out and see how good or bad it looks that day. Well, usually it's pretty bad. Today it wasn't too horrible. So I'll take a brush or a comb and just brush out my hair and decide what I'm going to do with my hair that day. I typically leave it open a lot or put it into a bun, but today, since my hair didn't look too horrifying, I decided to go with some open hair and just comb it a bit. After that, I will see how much time I have left, and if I have enough time, I will put on some makeup. And I will start by using lipstick typically, and if I have more time, I'll also put on eyeshadow. But today I was just wearing a MAC lipstick that was really dark, because I love dark lipsticks, and hey, I wore that. Then what I did was just take my lunchbox, and I take my water and dump that into my bag. My water was actually frozen today since it was supposed to be around 40 degrees Celsius. I don't really know what that is in Fahrenheit. And I will just put that in my bag, ignore the one-handed, awkward dumping into the bag thing, but I will zip my bag closed and stuff in any excess that's hanging out. In this case, it was the water bottle. So I'll put that in my bag. And after that, I will just put on my sweater or jacket or whatever I'm wearing that day. I will put on my bag, or today it was actually bags since I had sports class this afternoon. So I had 2 bags, which is kind of inconvenient while you're going to the train, but hey, I will just grab both of my bags and then I will wave you guys goodbye. Yeah, typically I won't do that and ignore that phone being. And then I will just leave to school and put on my shoes up front and go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually got up extra early for this. I got up like an hour early for this. It was a pain, I'm just saying. No. But anyways, this is what I actually do in my mornings, every morning, so that's cool. And then I go to school, which I actually have to do now. So I'm going to say goodbye. Anyways, Peace out, people. See you next week.